Hello, everyone. I apologize for not having the video up for this example. I'm on an old desktop that really doesn't have enough RAM to handle video on Zoom. I'm sure you all are sick of seeing my ugly mug anyway, so nice little break from having to see that. Just kidding. But anyway, yeah, I want to do another matching liabilities example. They're pretty straightforward, and I think they're a good place to end off the course. We're not doing the last exam FM topic of liabilities and immunization. I would need basically another lecture to do that, another module to do that. Um, yeah, if you are, I think there's only one actuary student in this summer course, summer 2023. But if you are that actuary student, by all means, watch the two videos I have on it. Yeah, very important for exam FM. When I took it, there's at least one or two problems, probably more on immunization. And there was one or two problems on matching liabilities. A little surprised it's such an important topic on exam FM, but it is. So anyway, yeah, similar to the one before, Joe pays liabilities $1,000 due 6 months from now, and another due 1 year from now. There's two available investments. Bond one is a 6-month bond with face amount of 1,000. 8% nominal coupon rate converted semi-annually, and 6% nominal annual yield rate converted semi-annually. So both are nominal semi-annual rates. Bond two is a 1-year bond with face amount 1,000, 5% nominal semi-annual rate, coupon rate, and 7% nominal semi-annual yield rate. So the wording of this is very confusing. It originally has calculate the amount of each bond that Joe should purchase to exactly match the liabilities. When I hear that, I kind of think price. Really what they're asking is figure out the per $1,000 face value of each bond that Joe should purchase. And by per thousand, I mean just take your face value and divide by 1,000. Okay? So kind of what portion of the 1,000 it's kind of like face value per 1,000 in the commonsensical way, and 1,000 is kind of I'm not sure if this makes entirely sense, but we use 1,000 because originally bond one and two, they really can have any face value, but we just kind of use, I guess, 1,000 as like a reference point. It's weird, but basically, yeah, what's the face value divided by 1,000 of each bond? That's all we're trying to find. Okay, so yeah, so let's do this problem. It's more efficient to start off with bond two. Actually, let me do this. 1 second. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Sorry, having some troubles with PDF. Okay, so let's start with bond one. Yeah, so it's more efficient to really start off with bond two, but I'll explain why in a second. Just like it's like the same reason as in the previous matching liabilities example. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. This is in months. Okay, so this is a 6-month bond. So it might be a little confusing because it's not a zero coupon bond. It still has coupons. Remember, unless otherwise stated, coupons are semi-annual. This is not otherwise stated. So coupons are semi-annual. So what's a little confusing is you get your coupon, your one and only coupon at maturity. Okay, you get coupons every 6 months, but maturity is at 6 months. So you get your one and only coupon after 6 months plus your face value at 6 months. So let's say X equals face value of bond 1. Okay, so you get your coupon of what times X? Well, it's 8% nominal semi-annual coupon rate, so 0.04. Okay. And you get your X back, your actual face value. This is going to be 1.04x. The one thing that's kind of interesting about this problem, I should make clear, and Exam FM likes to do these things. So we're not asking for prices. We're only asking for, my apologies about that. Yeah, we're asking just for the face value, essentially, of each bond. So we don't even need the yield rates here. If they asked for the price of each bond, then you would need the yield rate, but we don't. Okay? I'll still get the face value. I'll still get the price of each bond. You should be able to do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I might actually ask this kind of problem, but find the price. All right, so here's the thing. We can't really do anything right now. The problem is we have another option that gives us something at t equals at 6 months. Bond 2 is a 1-year bond with semi-annual coupons. Again, unless otherwise stated, coupons are semi-annual. This is not otherwise stated. So we have 2 coupons, one at 6 months, one at year 1. And yeah, so we have 2 options here to make or not 2 options. We need a portion of bond 1, a portion of bond 2 to make the first 6-month liability. Okay. We only so let me just maybe that's a little confusing. So let me just write stuff out for bond 2. And then I'll start matching liabilities in a second. So this is for bond 2. Let's say Y is face value of bond 2. Okay, so same thing. Again, it's a 1-year bond though, so we have 2 coupons. And sorry if it's not clear, this, as always, we start at 0. What is the coupon rate for bond Y? Sorry, bond Y. Bond 2. It's 5%. So divide by 2. My first coupon is 0.025y. My second coupon is 0.025y. And then at maturity, we get y back. Okay. All right, so make this a little bigger. 1 second. That should be enough. Okay, so let's start matching liabilities here. All right, so sorry, this is 6 months, this is 12 months. All right, so the only thing we have at 12 months, I'll do green here, is this 0.25y plus y. And we have to have $1,000 for what's due in 1 year. So we have no other choice. So I'll put this in green here. So yeah, so there's no choice for y. We have to have Of course, this is 1.025y, y plus 0.025y. 1.025y has to equal $1,000. Again, we're matching the 1-year liability. We have nothing else to match the 1-year liability except for what we get at the end of the first year from bond 2. Okay. For the 6-month liability, which I'll do in blue, let's see if I can do this. Yeah, we have these two right here. So we have X and Y that'll help us achieve the 1,000 liability due in 6 months. So I'll do that in a moment. Yeah, so this is straightforward. 1,000 over 1.025. So we get y equals, let's get rid of this. Yeah, y is 975. Let's say 609. I'll just leave it at that. You don't need to round too much for this. So divide by 1,000. Remember, we're trying to get face value per 1,000. So we get 0.9756. 61. Okay. So let's see. And that's exactly in 3 of the answers. So we're on the right track here. 0.97561. Okay, so yeah, let's finish this up. So let's do bear with me a second. This should be enough space here. Okay, so yeah, so what we need now is to match up the 1,000 for t equals 6 months. Or the 1,000 liability to match up to these two investments, what they give after 6 months. Okay, so we know what y is. It's 975,609. So I'll start off with that, and let me put this in blue here. Make this a little bigger. Should give me enough room, hopefully. All right, so 0.025y 975. Just to make sure I have plenty of room, I will just write it, just round up to nearest cent, plus 1.04x, 0.04x plus x. This is equal to 1,000. So yeah, so remember, this is what y is, times 0.025 minus added to 1,000, divide by 1.04 to get x is 938. 9380863 and divide by 1,000. X over 1,000. I hope I didn't say y is 9380863. If I did, I apologize. But so this is 0.938. Let's do 09. should be exactly what's there. 93809, exactly. So yeah, so it is D. Okay. Oops, let me get rid of this. Yeah, so the answer is D. Bond 1, 0.93809. Bond 2, 97561. All right, so if, let's say, we were asked what the prices are, that's a lot less confusing. I probably will ask that in the homework. You know, what's the total price? Okay. And remember, you always the way to price anything is just take the present value of the corresponding time diagram. Okay. So we know what X is, 9380863. So I'll just redraw this. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, so remember times 100, sorry, times 1,000. This is what X is. Okay. So times 1.04. This is how much bond 1 is ultimately giving me at the end of 6 months, 975. I'm just going to round so I don't have to write too much. Okay. But what is the yield rate for bond 1? Let's go back. It is again, I want to emphasize this is not asking for the price, but I think I will ask you for the price. And usually they do ask you for the price of each. I mean, that's what I was asked on Exam FM. Problem like this, but what are the prices? What's the prices of each bond? So it's 6% nominal semi-annual yield rate. So we price this using 3% divided by 2. Actual 6-month interest rate is 0.06 over 2, which is 3%. Okay. So yeah, 975.61. And I'll just write it like this. I'm taking 6% divided by 2. So you take this times 1.03 to the minus 1. So bond 1 price is equal to 947.19. Okay. I'll just go through another one. All right, so remember for bond 2, this is in 6 months, 6-month periods, or rather, this is in months. All right, so yeah, so let's do 0.025 times. Remember the face value for bond 2 is 975 609. So I'm taking for the first coupon, it's just 975 609 times 0.025, 2439. Sorry, things floating around here. So yeah, 24.39. Yes, the first coupon, the second coupon, plus for the second coupon, or for t equals 12 for bond 2, it's your coupon plus your face value. So face value 975,609. All right, so we're almost done. So what's the yield rate? It's 7% nominal semi-annual. So that means your actual 6-month rate is 3.5% divided by 2. Right. So just take the price of the time diagram with respect to 3.5% per 6 months. Okay. So we just discount this by one 6-month period. So let's see what this is. 24, this plus 975,609. Well, that's stupid. This of course has to be 1,000, because remember we picked it so that we exactly have 1,000 at t equals 12, the max liability. So even though the calculator says 999.999, it's just due to rounding, that's not 1,000. So it's really 1,000. But even if you forgot that it's 1,000, you would just plug into your calculator, and yeah, just plug into your calculator your coupon plus your face value. With rounding, you're off by 10% of a penny. That's nothing really. All right, so let's finally finish this up. See what this is. 24.3 times 1.035. Again, it's 1.035 because half of 7% is 3.5%. Discount this by one 6-month period at 3.5% per 6 months. And then take the 1,000, discount that by 2 years, and this is going to be 957 8 cents. Yeah, actually, when I did this at first, I got the prices, and I was a little unhappy that I didn't get the right answer. But so yeah, this is the price of bond 2, and this is the price of bond 1. This is the price of bond 1. And this is the price of bond 2. All right, hopefully this helped. Not much different than the prior example, so but anyway. All right, yeah, hopefully this helped. And yeah, so long, take care. This is it. You're in my summer 2023 class, so good luck on the last exam, take-home exam. All right, so long, take care, bye-bye.